Okay friends, let's go through this kinematics problem. A computer animation shows a cartoon giraffe moving in a straight line so that t seconds after it passes through a fixed point O, its velocity v is given by v equals to pt minus qt squared, where p and q are constants. Given that the giraffe maintains or attains means it achieves a maximum speed of 48 cm per second after 2 seconds, show that the value of P and Q are 48 and 12 respectively. Part 2, explain clearly why the total distance travelled by the giraffe in the interval t equals 0 to t equals to 7 is not obtained by finding the value of displacement when t is 7. Okay, that's the second question. For the last part, find the total distance travelled in the first 7 seconds. Now, to do the first question, we need to know that at max speed, okay, max speed, max displacement, the derivative after that will be equals to 0, meaning dv dt is 0. Okay, velocity, speed, same numerical values. So the derivative of speed is also the derivative of the velocity. That will be 0 because this is at the stationary point, at the max point. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is at v equals to 48, t is 2. So you need to develop two equations and solve them simultaneously. So for part 1, I've listed the steps here. At v is 48, t is 2. So we sub it inside and we're able to develop for ourselves a first equation. And the second equation relates to the maximum velocity. At maximum velocity, maximum speed, dv dt is just equals to 0. Alright, and then we differentiate v with respect to time. That will be p minus 2qt. 2qt, okay? And that will be 0. So when does this happen? It happens when t is equals to 2. Alright, and then we develop for ourselves a second equation. We have a first equation, we have a second equation. We can solve them simultaneously. We can take equation 1 minus 2 to eliminate a p. So that's what we did here. Alright, so 2q is just 24. Q is just 12. Okay, this is shown. How do I find p? I can sub this into any of the equation. P is just 48. Okay, part 2. Explain clearly why total distance is not obtained by finding the displacement. Why? It is because there is an instantaneous rest that happens. Okay, at v is 0. Okay, if you solve for t, instantaneous rest happens at t equals 0, which is not applicable because it's at the start, or t equals to 4, meaning between time equals to 1 to time equals to 0 to 7. There is a point where the object or this cartoon giraffe starts to have instantaneous rest, meaning it changes direction. So the cartoon giraffe changes direction at t equals to 4, hence the total distance is not obtained by just simply finding displacement. Alright, and the last part, they have asked you to find total distance. So to do this well, we need to take note of instantaneous rest positions and also your displacement equation. So how do I find displacement? It's just integral of v dt. Alright, so integrate 48t is just 48t squared over 2 minus 12t cubed over 3 plus c. Alright, so s is just equals to this entire function and we need to find c at the displacement of 0, time is 0, which means c is 0. So this is your exact displacement equation. And we investigate at the instantaneous rest point, meaning at t equals to 4. Whereas object with respect to the fixed point, the object is 128 cm away. At 7 seconds, where is the object with respect to the fixed point? Negative 196, meaning it is to the left of the fixed point. Now, to find the total distance, draw this out. Okay, let's say the object is here. At 4 seconds, it's 128 cm to the right. And then U-turns, okay, it changes direction, 196 cm away from the fixed point that is at time equals to 7. So total distance is this red line plus this straight line plus this straight line. So 128 times 2 plus 196. 452 cm is our final answer for this last part, and all the best for your paper 2.